What's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC. Today we're checking out my haul from the Olight Black Friday sale 2024. This sale is still active at the time this video is going live, and it doesn't end until December 3rd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So still a few days to take advantage of those sale prices. If there was anything you were interested in, I'll be sure to leave a link to it down in the description of the video. Before we get into it though, I did want to clarify about half the items you're going to see in this video are items I purchased myself the first day this sale went live. The other half though are items Olight sent to me for review after the sale is over. And since all of those review items are items that were included in this sale, figured it made sense to include them in this haul video to show them off while that sale is still active. Now, that being said, I'll make sure to point out which ones I purchased versus which ones were sent to me for full transparency. So let's go ahead and dive in, starting with the freebies from this sale. Every Olight sale has freebies just for logging into the app. You do have to pay shipping if you don't purchase anything else, but otherwise they are truly free. Now this time they took a tiered approach, and so if you're a brand new member, you've never made a purchase from them before, you're gonna get the i3T EOS in Dream Blue. Great AAA style keychain flashlight. I've made a separate video on it in the past. Definitely check that out if you've never heard of it before. But most people who have gone through their sales have gotten some variation of that light in the past. So for returning members, they're actually sending out the O strip, and that's for anyone under the diamond level of membership. I'm a platinum, so just one tier below diamond. If you were diamond, you actually get the O Pen Mini 2, brand new O Pen Mini, and it's a friendship version that you can't purchase separately. So it's a really cool brass version. We will see the O Pen Mini, a different variation of it later in the video, so you'll get a general sense of what that looks like. But again, that brass version is not for sale, just a freebie for diamond level members and above. But since I'm a platinum member, I received the O strip, and since they sent me one for review as well, I ended up with two of them. Didn't pay for either of them, but one I only got because I made a purchase. And so the O strip is really cool item actually. It's a regular LED strip, 5 meters of LED lights, RGB, so you can do white light or any color that you choose. You also get a meter and a half of a USB cord, which is powering the whole thing, and it's all powered by the Olight app, which is the same app we purchased through, the same app that controls the sphere. So I'm pretty excited to see more lights getting added to that app ecosystem where you can control multiple different styles of lights through one app. Pretty excited to see them continue to add more of them. Now my wife's already claimed one. I think she's going to wrap it around her craft table. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other one yet though. I know you can clip them down to size if it's a little bit too long. What I'm not sure about though is if you can daisy chain them, and if you can daisy chain them, if you need to buy any sort of separate adapter. But really excited to check these out, get them unboxed and set up. We'll do a separate video on those in the future as well. Now from there, let's go into my first purchase. We might as well start with the O Pen Mini 2 since I already mentioned that. I purchased the season set. This was $35, and it comes with 4 of the new O Pen Minis. They're also selling them individually. I don't remember the individual price on them, but not in these colors. These colors are only available through the season set, and you can see we get 1 pen for each season. You may also notice immediately what's different from these in the original. So obviously these colors are exclusive to the set, but the pen itself is a little bit longer, and our bolt action goes both directions. And so if you've never seen the Mini, let's put them here side by side for comparison. So again, a little bit longer, and the original Mini just went downwards and you had the pen option. So great size. I actually really like the larger size of the new Mini 2, just to have a little bit of variation. I didn't mind the small size, but sometimes you have some extra real estate and the ergos on a longer pen are going to be a little bit better. So nice to have the option for that larger one. But we also have that bolt to talk about. And so if you go downwards, it functions just like the original O Pen Mini. You can see I haven't even used this one yet. It uses the same insert as the O Pen Mini, so you don't have to change that either. But if you go the opposite direction, you can go upwards, and it exposes this pencil tip. Now I don't think this is lead. I forget exactly what the material it is. It's one of those like forever pencil inserts, but they do eventually dull out. You can also break them, so you get 5 more of those inserts to put in there. So it just gives you a couple extra options, just having the option for a pen and a pencil. Now I don't use pencils very often, and there's no eraser, so there's not really a huge benefit to using the pencil. But again, I really just like the extra length. Excited to see them tackling a new version of this pen. You also see these little emoticons at the top. So this one is the Sprout, I believe, obviously the Spring. This is the only two-tone one I really enjoy. Another one that I may end up losing to my wife. But next up we have this one, which I believe is the Summer, and this one has a flower on it. Great blue coloration on this one. This is probably my favorite color-wise, although I do really like that two-tone nature of the first one. We have our Fall in that fall orange with the leaf on the top, as well as our Winter, which is going to be the silver with the snowflake on the top. So this was a really cool set, but again, they are selling some individuals in different colors. I think it was black and maybe OD green were the individual options, but I didn't really look too much at those since I had already ordered these ones. I didn't feel like ordering individuals on top of it. But that was $35. I don't remember how much the original ones were. They're like somewhere between $10 and $20. So if I had to guess, we'll move that off to the side and go on to the last purchase before we get into the review items. So this is the Arkfeld Ultra 3-in-1 light. So it has the UV, the laser, and the lights. They're available in clear white and neutral white, or maybe it's natural white, but available in both options. And this is the navy blue version. You may not have seen this one on the general sales section, and that's because it was only in the redemption zone for members. The reason for that is the Arkfeld Ultra introduced this new OAL. It's like this ultra aluminum that's supposed to be tougher than titanium, and this one is anodized, this navy blue color, but the anodization isn't really holding up to heavy use. It wears out really fast. Doesn't affect the strength of that OAL. It's still super strong, but it's just going to look really worn very quickly. So they were selling this one for half off in the redemption zone for members. So usually the Arkfeld Ultra is $119.99. This one was only $59.99, and I absolutely love the color. So super excited about this one. This one has that dial. Again, you have the UV mode, you have your green laser, and then you have your light option. You can cycle through those different light options. Gets up to 1400 lumens with this turbo mode. It does have a strobe mode as well. I'm just going to skip it and go straight to turbo by triple clicking. And you can actually change that to a double click by locking it out. And I think you have to hit the button 10 times in a row to switch it so that your turbo is double click and your strobe is triple click. But 1400 lumens, really nice output out of this great looking flashlight. And it does still come with the coin. I know a lot of people were asking if, since it was kind of a reject version of it, if it would still come with the coin. You do still get the Arkfeld Ultra coin. And you also get a charging cable. It's that magnetic charging system. Now that rounds out the purchases. Now for the review items, we already saw the O strip, which we also got through a purchase, but I also got the Arkfeld Ultra 3-in-1 in the OD green. It's almost more of a tan color. It does have this kind of hint of green, but it's a really cool color either way. Big fan of that. Now this one is going to be the same OAL. The only difference being that the anodization is going to be a lot tougher, so it's not going to wear out in your pocket quite as quickly as that navy blue version. Feature-wise, all identical. You have your UV, you have your green laser, and you have your 1400 lumen light, also available in CW or NW, and they both have that battery indicator, which I don't think I did a great job of showing, so you can see that battery indicator here lights up and tells you exactly how much you have there. We'll get that turned off. Magnetic charging. Nice clip. These clips seem to be a little bit beefed up from the Pro as well, which is great because mine's all bent out of shape on my Pro. So just like with the blue, obviously we get that coin as well for the Arkfeld Ultra and the magnetic charging cable. Now, last but not least is one that really wasn't too much on my radar until they sent it over. They sent it after I had already received my first order, so I didn't even see this one for some reason when I was making my order, and that's the new Oclip Pro. And I'm actually really excited about this because I have the original Oclip, and one thing you'll notice is pretty different in size. This is the copper version, so a little bit on the heavier side as well, but they're different in size overall and in features. So the new Olight Pro, actually you can see is 3 different lights, also has a completely different controlling mechanism that's much more similar to our Arkfeld Ultra here, where you have this dial where you can select them. So you have a spotlight, a floodlight, and then your red light options. This one just had the kind of floody light and the red option, and it was all controlled through different button presses, where this one you have that dial, and each of those has different modes. So this first one is our spotlight mode. It's going to be a little bit more controlled beam, throw out there a little bit further, and again you can cycle through different brightness levels. Then we have our floodlight, and you don't have to turn it off to cycle through the different modes, just like with that Arkfeld Ultra. Again, you have those different modes that you can cycle through all through through that button here. And then we have our red light, which has the red light, and then it also has kind of a, I don't know what this is, signal mode, not necessarily a strobe mode, it's pretty slow flashing, but it has that signal mode. Also has the great clip, which I loved on that Oclip. These are perfect for backpack straps and sling bags and stuff like that, which I love. This one I didn't even mention is the Dragon and Zodiac version, so there's some solid color versions as well, but this Dragon and Zodiac has the dragon and the Zodiac symbols with the nice gold accents on it, USB-C rechargeable, so really cool to see the Oclip Pro as well. Now I don't remember if I mentioned all of the prices, so we're just going to run through those quickly again. The O-strip I believe is $9.99 if you don't get it free, but obviously returning customers are going to get one free one. You can add more to your order though. The Arkfeld Ultra in navy blue was $59.99. The OD green, this one's $89.99 on the sale. Once that sale is over, these will be $119.99. The Seasons Open Mini 2 set was $35, and the Oclip Pro is $31.99, but will be $39.99 once that sale ends. That's everything I picked up or was sent for the Black Friday sale from Olight this year. Let me know what you picked up down in the comments. Which of the items that I got was your favorite? If you're planning on picking anything up, definitely would love to hear about it. Also, I hope everyone watching has a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're somewhere that celebrates, and even if you're not, I hope you have a great weekend. But to everyone, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, joining the channel as a member, or checking out some of my other videos. They'll help the channel out a ton, and I hope you have a great one. Take care.